I did not realize that. Oh. Welcome back to Destroy All Humans, by the way.
Oh, wait, hold up. There's another thing up here.
There's something else.
Arc Voodle! I guess I gotta use this.
Divine fabrications that the great god of the sacred crotch was not made and cannot be unmade. Arc Voodle is, always was, and always will be.
Done.
Nonetheless, I shall unlock the landing zone. Thanks for playing.
Thank you, Arc Voodle.
So, dude, you know what we were discussing a few days ago about your little post-Easter run.
Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, this is what it wants me to do.
You remember you telling me about your little candy run, right?
I vaguely recall.
So I just looked up. Is this actual hippie music or is this like some original song?
You know, I am not sure.
Because I don't know if we might be DMC'd by this.
As if we talk over it enough, it should be fine.
Yeah, talking, words. Yeah, but I was looking, okay, for my place, how far away is it just in case? And, off the turnpike, which I would prefer, it was about 48 minutes away, and I thought, okay, good. This is a little bit too long of a distance for me to go, because that would be like almost 2 hours just for a bit of candy.
Uh-huh.
But then I'm like, but it's peanut butter candy.
Uh-huh.
So I gave in and got myself M&M's.
Oh, I see. Did you find the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms?
Not in the 1 pound bag.
Uh-huh.
I've had the peanut butter and jelly M&M's.
Were they good or not?
They were pretty good. Well, for a peanut butter fanatic like me, they were pretty good because, like, peanut butter, jelly, inside an M&M.
Oh, I missed it saying kill him with an explosive. Oh well. One cell lost. No more rock. Escaped convicts take revenge. Authorities blame rock music. I'm sure Batman would agree. Okay, so you were saying about the delicious.
So I gave in and got myself a 1 pound bag of peanut butter M&Ms. Because I noticed the chocolate peanut butter Easter egg you got was 1 pound, so I'm like, this is similar, but probably not quite the same.
Oh, it's not.
But it achieves the same means.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
It satiates my peanut butter lust.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I just think mine's better.
Yours probably is better since it comes from an independent candy store.
Mm-hmm.
Is it independent or not?
It is.
Okay.
Greatly increases the battery. Gimme. All right, what else do we got here? Maximizes firepower. Chaining. Increases damage in relation to the current battery charge. Higher charge. Boost higher boost. Yeah. Max out the zaps. I like the shockwave. The shockwave's also fun.
But speaking about candies and all, I found a recipe the other day for Scottish tablet. Have you ever heard of that?
Scottish tablet. Is that what it's called? Scottish tablet?
Yes. Yes.
No, I can't say that I have.
It seems like a cousin of fudge. It's sugar, condensed milk, and butter.
Huh. Wait, I talked to Pox. What? Now what?
I would need a candy thermometer for it, but I would really like to make it.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck happened to you? You seem to be having some issues. Huh. I don't have a reload thing anymore, and he's supposed to be the main thing to talk to, and I can't read what he says.
Oh. Soft lock?
I'm wondering if he'll reset if I get far enough away.
This recipe calls for one tin of condensed milk, 1 cup of full fat milk, 6 tablespoons of butter, and roughly 2 pounds of sugar.
And how? What is this for?
The Scottish tablet.
Oh, the Scottish tablet. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then you just boil everything down and put it into a tray and chill it, and you have your tablet. I'm a fan of fudge, so
it's such a weird name to just call it a tablet, and that's probably because of like iPads and other tablets like that. Why it's such a weird term anymore. Does this show me on the map? Yeah, it does. Okay.
And maybe in like the 30, 40, 50s, whenever it was created, maybe tablet meant something back then.
Life force like Voltarian linguinipedes in spicy solar clam sauce.
Spicy solar clam sauce.
Wait, spicy clam sauce?
Spicy solar clam sauce.
Ooh. Solar clam.
You're not getting out of the car. I'm blowing it up. Ooh, you hit me. Ooh, perfect. Gimme. I'll take you. That was a clean snatch. The other guy didn't see it because he was getting out of the car. Oh, Arkvoodle.
Oh.
I've got some clam sauce. Yeah, so weren't you gonna try something? I thought you were gonna try those. Were they peanut butter M&Ms or?
No, I am occasionally snacking on them now, but that wasn't the thing that I forgot to bring in. But there was a recipe in the early 18th century that just used sugar and cream. Modern recipes substitute condensed milk and butter for the cream, as the cream tended to burn when boiled.
Mm-hmm.
Although I never really made candy, I still want to try it.
Don't try this at home.
Even though my one pot has a tendency to burn things. Like, I thought I made rice about last week, and although I thought I gave it like a good mix every so often, I walked away for like 5 minutes to let everything condense in it, and the whole bottom was burnt. I mean, not the rice, but the pan. It had a layer of like black burn on the bottom of my pan. And maybe because these were hand-me-downs from my grandmother, who had a lot of non-stick pans from like the 60s and 70s. So maybe that's why it burnt, and maybe if I had a non-stick pan, it wouldn't have burned so easily, but...
Maybe?
Yeah, but part of me wants to try it out and get a new pan, but I have like three pots that I already have. So what, our Poodle wasn't...
He wasn't the auto pox wasn't reset, so I'm popping back in to see if that fixes it. So, you know, do you have something that you're supposed to bring out and taste now? Or are you just not? Or what's going on, man? You seemed all excited earlier before we got on.
So. Going from sweet to spicy. I was at the dollar store the other day, and I saw they had Hot Ones Pringles.
Broly required.
Really?
Brawly? B-R-O-L-L-Y?
Oh, I thought you said Broly, and I'm like...
I did, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it.
Goku's brother? What's he doing in this game?
It's not Goku's brother, try again.
Broly.
Here we go.
It's Broly, right? Goku's brother's Broly.
Nope.
Have I always been mispronouncing it?
No, you're pronouncing it correctly, but that's just not the person you think it is.
Oh, Raditz was his brother.
There you go.
Broly was a legendary Super Saiyan.
That's it.
If I could get these open, because it's very difficult to do with one hand. Oh my god. Now I'm remembering one coworker and not knocking her because she was a little bit slow, so maybe she didn't rationalize this, but we had hand cleaner, like hand sanitizer, and she would always hold the bottle still with one hand, pump with her other hand, and then try to catch it as it was falling down.
Eat your heart out, Sally Field.
And one day I was standing there, and after 5 misses, I hold the bottle with one hand, press down with my finger.
I just realized something.
TARDIS.
There has to be a blue one somewhere. There has to be on this map a blue one somewhere. And since I had never watched Doctor Who before I played this game, I guarantee it just went over my head.
But like, just not knocking the woman because of her like inability to think rationally, but I just don't know. I just don't know. But I don't know how I got into that hand. Oh yeah, doing things with one hand. Okay, so, segueing back into what I initially was saying, I was at the dollar store, and I found Hot Ones Pringles.
Uh-huh.
We have a Los Calientes Verde and a Los Caliente Rojo flavors.
Uh-huh.
So I've never had the Hot Ones hot sauce, although I've seen it in the wild.
Uh-huh. I thought they had a variety, not just one.
Well, these are two different flavors, like the Los Caliente Verde and Los Caliente Rojo.
Okay.
If I'm pronouncing that name correctly.
It's Rajo.
I apologize for all our Spanish-speaking listeners. He has no idea what he's talking about. And why am I motioning to you if you're sitting right next to me? You are clearly in a different house.
Because you are insane. Clearly.
Maybe I am. Okay, Verde.
I will hold off on talking to Pox until we get a review of this. Must be a very good review because he's taking his time.
Decent heat. Decent heat. Slight. I know you're not a fan of like a lot of hot sauces, but you know how some have like a slight bit of like vinegar sourness.
Interesting that it's got a sourness to it.
But like, do you kind of know what I mean by like how some vinegar can be just a little bit sour?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can taste like maybe a little bit of vinegar on the Verde. Very, very good. And palate cleanse, hold on. And now the Rojo.
Rojo? Rajo? The Rajo, you mean?
That one's good too. Not... maybe not as spicy as the Verde. Less of a tang to these. But both very good. I would say they're both at least like 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. Sounds good. So before I decide, you know, like we're taking a nice hey look, Crypto's doing a nice little dance going on right there. While he's waiting on us to get our shit together. Before I decide to do this, I figure I may as well send you a picture of like how nice this beautiful little guy looks here. Don't know if you'll care to look at it right now, but you know, for posterity, it's there in the chat. Delicious chocolate covered Oreo.
Oh. Sorry, that is not a chocolate covered Oreo. That is an extremely decorated chocolate covered Oreo.
It's Easter themed. There's like a sugar rabbit on top.
And sprinkles, I see.
And some sprinkles.
Hmm. I'm not too sure if I would enjoy the sugar rabbit.
The sugar rabbit is good.
Okay.
It's exactly what you think it is. It's like a sugar candy that just melts in your mouth.
Oh, okay. So nothing too special.
I mean, it's a chocolate-covered Oreo with homemade chocolate, so it's delicious. But it's about what you expect otherwise. Just good quality chocolate other than that.
Okay. Because I do enjoy chocolate-covered Oreo now and then.
They are very good. I'm going to send you something else really quickly.
You bastard, what is this?
It's not peanut butter this time, so you shouldn't be too mad at me.
Oh! Oh! That also looks good.
I have not had this before, so I have no idea what to expect. Also, I have these.
But what's the little crown thing on top?
So similarly to the sugar, it's not sugar. I think it's more like I don't want to say icing, but like something similar to that.
Oh.
Like more hardened though, right? Like something between icing and like what that sugar rabbit would be.
And are those yogurt-covered pretzels?
The white chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh. Because
Nope.
I enjoy yogurt-covered pretzels.
I can take and leave yogurt, at least in that form. Most yogurts don't agree with me, so I can't eat them. Pox, what do you got to say? No, Pox, please.
Those documents you recovered in Bay City were most informative. It seems the Soviet spy master, Agent Oranchov, is at large somewhere in this very city.
You don't say.
Well, he ain't here for the weather, that's for damn sure. So, those documents say where I might find our little buddy Oranchov?
According to the documents, he's established a secret base somewhere underground.
Of course, I have to.
Yeah, I bet he's big into underground movements.
Ah!
Oh, you're good. That was very good. Have you ever thought about doing stand-up? Pay attention!
Secret base underground. Well, that shouldn't be too tough. Just scan the city while we were flying in.
Yes, but it's useless. This city is riddled with tunnels, pipes, and excavations galore. It's like a damp, moldy sponge built atop a noxious Swiss cheese.
Vivid. So what do we do?
I suppose you'll have to swallow your pride and ask one of the natives.
Ah, not again. I hate reading human minds. They're so simplistic, like reading a pop-up book.
Wait, aliens have pop-up books?
I mean, he's been on Earth for how many years? He knows what a pop-up book is at this point.
Okay, okay.
So I'll sneak around.
But does Pox
scanning
know
the
what it
local
is?
humans'
Pox has been studying Earth for a while, I would assume.
Right.
Ah.
My guess is you'll only be able to use derelict tunnels.
Okay. Locate the tunnels, infiltrate them, and find Agent Oranchov. Then squeeze. Hard.
Like an orange.
Happy spelunking!
Find Agent Oranchov.
I wonder if there is any outtakes of him just going full on Zim.
Oh, there has to be.
I say, who's there?
So the old High Farm Tunnel Club basement really was an old tunnel. That's imagination for you.
I'll bet those old tunnels reach all the way under the northeastern end of Hyde Park. Now why I'd care, I have no idea.
Ooh, buses! Double-decker bus.
In that vacant lot over by Hyde Park. If that's fixing a gas main, I'm Alfie Elkins.
Alfie Elkins.
What the hell is going on in that vacant lot over by Hyde Park? If that's fixing a gas main, I'm Alfie Elkins.
Whee!
There certainly are a lot of undertakers coming and going from that vacant lot over by Hyde Park. Perhaps the plague is back in vogue.
What are those tunnel blokes on about? I couldn't understand a bloody word. Of course, I don't speak Irish.
Oof.
Ooh, jab to the Irish.
Someone's getting a bit big for his britches.
There certainly are a lot of undertakers coming and going from that vacant lot over by Hyde Park. Perhaps the plague is back in vogue.
This looks like the entrance to their subterranean lair, all right. Get in there and start spelunking.
Can't see.
You know who this country needs running its government? A middle-aged upper-class matron with terrifying hair. Ha! That'll be the day.
My mind says Lenin, but my mind says Trotsky. I have very large gun. I wonder if I could make it in stand-up. Important things to do. I wonder what is my favorite.
And now you can stealth your way wherever you want.
Basically.
But Comrade Grigor, how long must we be maintaining charade?
For as long
Because
as
now you're one
Local
of
citizens
them.
are approaching me, asking, why can we not just rent nice abandoned warehouse like other foreign spies? Orangov has tunnel fetish. Choo choo.
Why is Comrade Agent Orangov acting so strangely? He's locked himself into H.
So why do they want to keep following you with hearts?
Because I charmed in her. And nobody's apparently caring that a random woman's here.
Oh,
Ooh, I could use chemical barrels to kill KGB agents.
yeah, because I find it weird that there's this random woman just following you.
I think it's fine, apparently. Need one more. Nobody else seemed to care. Is there another chemical barrel up here? Ignore screams, comrade. He's fine.
It is all part of the act.
There you are!
Ooh.
Disgusting!
I'll be taking you. The body was starting to fail. I needed a new one.
Yeah, I noticed your walking kind of got wonky.
I only noticed it right as I dropped the body.
Get back to your post and continue your training.
In Bulgaria, we are having saying, only fool shoots at
Golya,
explosive barrel.
I asked for silenced pistol. Silenced pistol. What's the
Ooh.
firing? Orangov has turned
Nice.
HQ bunker into some kind of fortress, which means Bay City did not go so well. Oh, wonderful. He will be in mood for weeks. pretty hopelessly corrupt. You cannot win, Furon! What next? Reading the super was ripped from body, still pulsing.
So how did the Russians find out about the Furons?
I mean, there's Russian spies. I assume that's essentially the idea.
From the first game?
Probably over the course between the first game and now, yeah.
Mm.
I'll take those brains, thank you. Whee!
So, what do you think the brain actually tastes like to a Furon?
I don't know that they're eating the brains. They're extracting Furon DNA that had been injected there back in fucking whenever the fuck it was.
Mm.
At last, the infamous Agent Orange job. Look, Ivan, I'm kinda in a hurry, and between you and me, I'd just as soon save the ammo. So what do you say we skip the Kalinka dance, and you tell me what I wanna know?
Oh no!
Oh! Other chemicals. Wait a minute.
Hulk? Hulk?
He's becoming a mutant.
Ooh!
This isn't a turtle!
This is not what I expected!
Hey, not what I was expecting. But if you think turning yourself into some kind of mutant freak is gonna stop me beating the answers out of you, you got another thing coming.
And he kept his shitty hair.
Ooh!